Welcome to the Gamers Podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Sean.
And today we're going to be talking about a wide variety of topics. The first one is going to be something that is, I would say, affecting everyone's lives right now.
Yeah.
So, get into it.
Yeah, the protests about, police brutality and racial inequality has been prevalent for long before even when we were born.
Yeah.
Like, I've been seeing people, talking about how the best way to go about it is to vote. I'm like, in some cases, yeah, you're right. Yeah. But what's surprising to me is when you say, Black Lives Matter,
yeah,
how many people are like, no, fuck that, all lives matter.
Well, yeah, that's like saying, I keep seeing the burning house.
Yeah.
Like, the house is on fire. We need to take care of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
what about
this is my house? Yeah, what about my house? Well, your house is not prevalent in this situation.
Yeah, it's not on fire. Dude.
You're good.
You're good. You're set.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, what's crazy is that some people will go and set their own house on fucking fire just for attention.
Yeah. And that's what's... I've kind of started really getting aggravated with, like, certain, people who have social media influence and are trying to use all this stuff going on. They're taking, like you kind of said, away from the idea and just the actual support of the protest to kind of boost their own social media game, like to be seen doing something.
It's more to be more performative. Yeah, like that's why I honestly hate. Instagram is literally like of course, like on Twitter, people just say crazy shit just to
say crazy shit.
Yeah, for attention.
Yeah,
you can ignore that. You just scroll right past that shit. But like the IG models and people that actually get paid to post on Instagram, dude, like they'll literally like stand in front of like a building that's been smashed, like the window's been smashed. Yeah, take the picture.
Just been like,
they'll take the picture. They'll take the picture and just leave. That's it. That's their activism for the day.
I saw something today, and it was this business owner, and he was boarding up his windows.
Yeah.
And she gets out of her car, asks to take a picture holding his drill with him.
I saw that.
And she's like, oh, thank you so much. And someone's in there like, wow, fucking really?
Yeah.
Like,
I saw that raggedy long back bitch.
And here's like, you see people and celebrities who are really doing something to draw the appropriate attention towards the cause, and they're using their social status and their, what's the word I'm looking for? Not
their influence, or
not their influence, but their assets.
Yeah. To
achieve the goal.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have these, social media influencers who are like, "No, fuck what y'all got going on. Give me the likes."
Yeah. Just I'll do it for the likes. But the thing is, what's crazy is like a lot of like black influencers don't want to really take part in it. Like a lot of people that were Twitter famous, like Drewski, B. Simone, and Desi, they're getting canceled right now. Desi lost 500,000 followers after putting up a picture of Martin Luther King saying, these are protesters, and then people, taking stuff out of Target, these are criminals.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't care about the loot. That's just me.
Yeah.
I don't condone it, but I'm not mad at it. So
I understand the reason behind it. I understand the reason.
You do whatever needs to be done to be heard, because the shit's been going on for years, bro.
Well, you look at the silent protest, got no response.
No, if anything, they told them not to protest. They was like, the fuck you protesting for?
Yeah. And so the silent protest got the worse, if not no response.
Yeah.
And then people are mad that it's like, okay, now hey, we want our voices heard. this is how we're going about it. It's like, well, we don't want you to do that either. So it's kind of one has to lead. You have to have one or the other. You can't just have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, because I remember when around that time, Colin Kaepernick was doing his thing, Nike put out an ad about it, and people were fucking burning their Nikes while they were still wearing them like some dumbasses.
It's like, you idiots. You're wearing the
shoes. Yeah. you still have, like, whatever, burn the shoes, but at least take them off, you fucking asshat.
My thing, just people, they need to understand what the goal is.
Yeah.
And they need to stop twisting it for their own gain.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is. Because you'll see people, talking about how, white privilege. And, of course, where you are, you got there because, worked for it, yada this, yada that.
Yeah.
You made sacrifices. You got there, now you're there.
Yeah.
But the thing is about white privilege, as a white person, there are things you will never experience as a white person.
100%.
You'll never be killed because you're white. You'll never be racially profiled. So, I mean, it's just a bunch of different things that, like I said, you just won't experience.
Well, that's the thing. I would definitely argue the fact that my life has been easier. And I don't actually want to say easier, but I've had less altercations because of my skin color. Like, I can go, let it be midnight or whatever time and be walking anywhere and I'm okay. I can drive wherever. I can, I don't have to signal from time to time and it's okay. But if a person of color does that, that's automatically a red flag in some people's books. Yeah. And that's wrong.
My mom wouldn't even let me wear my hair in certain ways so I wouldn't be racially profiled.
And you shouldn't have to live in that fear.
That's not something you've never been told that as a kid. No, you can't wear your hair that way, or the police will come after you.
Yeah.
That's not something. That is a privilege of. I'm sorry, that's just a privilege. It is.
Yeah.
It's as minuscule as it may seem. It still makes a huge difference because, like, my mom even trips over about like rolling stops because you look at Sandra Bland, she got pulled over. I think it was for like rolling on a stop sign. It was either that or her turn signal. Next thing you know, she's dead in jail 3 days later.
Yeah.
And the craziest shit was that in her mugshot, she was supposedly dead. In her mugshot. Yeah.
What?
Fucking crazy. So,
I didn't know about that.
That's just how quick it can escalate.
Yeah.
Like the one guy, he got pulled over for a rolling stop, and next thing you know, he's face down in his own lawn. His grandmother's trying to protect him from getting shot.
And man, that's the thing. And if I've said it once, I've probably said it 1,000 times. Point. Cops, and I'm one of those believers that not all cops are bad.
Yeah.
But there are bad cops out there.
Yeah.
As well as just bad people. We know this, but the system, the police system, however you want to call it, chop it up to, there's not proper training done after the fact of becoming a cop.
Yeah.
Most of their training is done up front, and they might have, annual pistol qualifications and going to the range, but you're not seeing 9 out of 10 cops practice something like BJJ, grappling, really learning, okay, how can I diffuse a situation without going straight to lethal?
Because I done seen a bunch of cops get their ass whooped.
Yeah. Well, there's one cop on Instagram, and I don't follow him, but I've seen he's popped up, and especially here recently, where he goes to work. When he gets done work, he trains BJJ, but he trains in full gear all the time. Everything besides his pistol. He has a little rubber pistol, but it's so he can train everything. If so, he tells people, "Hey, go for the rubber pistol." He's like, "I need. If that's how you feel like you need to beat me in the fight," he's like, "Please, by all means, do it, so I can act accordingly." And 9 times out of 10, if someone gets that pistol, he disarms them, if possible.
So that's the thing, like, of course, practicing, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
It's more to subdue and not to brutalize.
Yeah.
It's to make them stop doing whatever the fuck they're doing right now so they can comply. It's not beat them until they're scared of you.
Well, you look at small joint manipulation. If you grab someone's finger,
Yeah.
pull their finger back, that fucking hurts.
Yeah, and that's
I'm gonna
it.
stop whenever I'm doing it. Just
Yeah,
be like, please, let go of my finger.
If anything, beating on people,
it just pisses people off.
It gets your adrenaline going.
Yeah,
so
and then
at
you
that
ain't
point,
feeling
it's fight or flight, and it's like, yo, I'm about to fucking die. So I either need to beat the shit out of this cop, or fucking, you know, run for my fucking life. Just you just do whatever you have to survive at that point. And so if you're not, you know, no, fuck that shit. You're just going and beating the shit out of people, man.
And obviously at that point you're getting a bad look.
Yeah.
Because now you you fought against the cop.
Yeah, now you're resisting arrest. No, you're fucking trying to survive. You're trying to live.
Yeah. And that's, again, the way I see it, not all cops are bad.
Mm-mm.
Not all people are bad. There's both the bad apples and both that obviously make things worse for each other.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still, I mean, everything that's going on, especially with the George Floyd cop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, I'm a whole eye for an eye person.
Yeah.
You killed him. Time to meet the hangman.
Yeah.
That's because why is your life better than his? Like you ended some man's life, and I've got to see a bunch of background on George Floyd, and obviously we never would have known his name until this come up, but dude was like a pretty outstanding person, and obviously just because he was black and was a police called about his fraudulent check that wasn't fraudulent, he becomes a bad guy. He is, you know, public enemy number one to them, and that's wrong. That's wrong. There should never be a situation in which that is the outcome. Like, if you're gonna go get called, say, hey, we got a call, we're just wanting to check on it. And that would have been the end of it. You'd be like, look, here's my bank statement where it said it came out and it cleared. Like, that's it.
It's the profiling that's.
No, yeah, and to me, whoever called on him, you should be charged with murder too. 100%.
Everybody involved.
Yeah.
Everybody involved.
Because not only is that cop responsible for taking his life, the cops beside him who didn't stop him, but the person who called is the whole reason it started. The person who called that call-in, to me, should be charged with every single count of arson and robbery, everything that has evolved out of this.
Yeah. Because, like, where we stay, we in Mississippi. We in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's still active KKK members that live,
30 minutes up the road.
Yeah. Like, it's
terrible.
It's fucking insane. And so what's crazy is, like, when I think about being in high school and, you learn Mississippi studies, literally all it is about how racist Mississippi was. Like, we watch videos on Medgar Evers, and then she even gave us Miss Boutwell, I think was her name, and she gave us so it was like, I think like six black kids in our class.
Yeah.
And so she gave us a form to apply to vote. So all the white people got their forms. It was pretty simple, sign here, yada this, yada that.
Yeah.
All the black people got this extremely complicated looking, hard to read ass form. Bro, it was like you could barely read where you were supposed to sign. So then we're going to apply, and then like she's like heckling the shit out of us, like, while we're trying to apply. She was like, this is what it was like to try to apply to vote as a black person. I was like, yo, fuck that shit.
About to get smacked.
Yo, like, bro, I mean, it was just insane.
Well, that's, I think, a lot of people, in history, we need to learn from our elders.
Yeah.
And that's, I think it would do a lot of people good.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the generation younger than us, because sadly, the world is now ran by social media.
Yeah.
It's no actual, research is being done. It's
if it's posted there, you just take it as truth and run with it.
Yeah, the internet is true. Nothing the internet ever says is wrong because internet.
Yeah.
And that's like us saying that fish are all fish are purple, the sky is green, and there will never be a tomorrow. That's like if someone quoted Gamish Podcast and they're just like, guess what Gamish Podcast just said? Like, obviously none of that's true. We just said whatever we felt like saying.
But that's the thing. Like even like so like I was doing a essay on legalizing marijuana because of course that's the easiest shit to write on in college. And when you do the research, the main reason why it got banned is because I can't remember what the governor's name was, but he said it caused reefer madness. So it made Hispanics do violent shit and made them crazy. And so most people,
it's gotta be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But because old white folks don't smoke weed and they don't know shit, they ain't done no research on their own, they took that and they ran with it. Oh no, can't have no crazy Mexicans running around fucking my shit up. Vote it out of there. And so that's how it happened, and it's been stuck like that since. And so then back to, you know, black people being, you know, arrested and shit, they get like these heavy ass sentences over weed and shit, and then you see they take it off the streets, then they tax it, then now they got people that are doing businesses in cannabis while there's still people, you know,
in jail for
it.
And that's I am 100% all for legalizing marijuana.
Yeah, because you actually use it for medical reasons.
I have a THC vape pen.
Yeah. That
for me literally changed my life around. I mean, I have nerve damage entire right side of my body, and going from this constant crazy pain every day to something that is way more manageable.
Yeah.
And for politicians to be like, nope, bad. It's like bad. So you want me to live with pain every single day that literally has at one point destroyed my life, and then to me that just blows my mind. There's been no evidence to show death or the making people stupid. Like there's nothing there because it doesn't do anything.
I remember when we were having dinner with that family and that one lady was talking about how black motivation. Yeah, baby, I promise it take more than weed to lack motivation. You can be
that's
depressed.
A lifestyle choice.
You can be depressed on your own without weed. Believe me.
And she said that, and I was like, "Oh."
I'm like, no, that's definitely not why it's not legal. It's because we don't want people to lack motivation.
Man, I'll tell you, it's I don't know if you were with us. You might have been. I think you were. I don't know, but we went. You were. I want to say it was for Brittany's birthday. We went to the park. We met Jock and them out at the park.
Yeah, Jock and Thurnis.
Yeah. And we just smoke weed and.
Oh hell no! I mean,
I did.
Not that time. I wasn't ready.
That's why, like when I was, of course, I think I was probably like middle school. Middle school was like a big time because one of my best friends got into it. And he was like wake and bake, go to school.
Yeah.
Like break off from school, go in the parking lot, smoke, come back into school. So I was like, very impressionable as a young kid. So I was like, me too.
Yeah, let me try that.
Yeah, so dude,
burn that spliff my weed.
I would go over to his house because he lived like 3 blocks down, and I'd be like, let me try it. And the first time I ever smoked, man, we were in his room, and he had a 2-story house, so it was probably I was staying the night. It was like maybe midnight, 11 o'clock ish, and we all sneaked. He didn't have like any rolling paper or bong or nothing, so he took a mechanical pencil,
bro.
Took both ends off. Took one of his dad's little drill bit, drilled a hole, and then took a fat metal pin cap, glued it on the inside, to hold the weed, and then he would put his finger over one end, light it, suck, of course, the air through, and so he's like, all right, this, and it's as good as a pipe at that point. So he showed me, and I was like, all right, I'm getting on it, and he had this. You're gonna have to live. That thing's gonna keep coming off. He had this he had this, like, it wasn't a bunk bed because it was like a loft bed, and he had a desk underneath, and then he had a futon. So he always would just sleep on the futon because obviously it's too much work to get in the loft bed. Yeah. So I, probably smoked for like 20 minutes, and of course being very not used to it, I crawled up in the loft bed, dude. So I'm hanging over in my mind like I'm on a soaring eagle, and I'm just hanging over the bed, and I'm like freaking out that I was just hauling ass down in the air.
So I remember we smoked over at Colin, and my boy Isaiah had he would just always get good shit. So it was me, him, Dale. Yeah, it was just us three in the car. So we hotboxed in the car real quick. So yeah, we smoke whatever, and I'm sitting in the back seat, looking out the window, contemplating life, like
it worked. Like, waiting for Marvin's Room to start playing.
I've been doing my whole life. Why haven't I achieved anything greater? And so we get back to the dorm room, bro. And so I'm laying there, bro. One thing I have definitely found out, of course, the side effect is paranoia. Yeah. I've always been a paranoid person in general. So smoking weed hits that shit, times 10. And so I'm sitting there, bro, and I'm just laying in bed. Next thing I know,
having like heart palpitations.
Like, my chest hurts so fucking bad. And I go, I was like, holy shit, I forgot to breathe. And so, bro, I was sleepy as shit, and I'm like, bro, I can't sleep. If I go to sleep, I might stop breathing and I'll die. So now I'm wired because I'm like, fuck, if I go to sleep, that's it. It's curtains for me because my body's not breathing. And so before we even got, before we left, I'm asking, I'm like, yo, bro, what is RD? And I'm like, all right, never touching that shit again. And guess what? I did at a concert, and I forgot to breathe in. Oh man, yeah.
I forgot how to breathe. And that's dude. That's going to be whenever you end up having children. That's going to be a funny story. Just be like, yeah, your dad forgot how to breathe one time.
Well, no, man. It just is. It's weird to think about having kids because my cousin, they just announced that they're having a kid. He's fucking 19. Yeah, he's young as shit. He's younger than me. We both work at fucking AWG. But yeah, he's having a kid, and I'm like, bro.
Imagine.
No, I want to do too much shit, man.
Yeah, no, and that's me. I'm right there.
Like this room will become the baby's room. Like there's no more office.
And that's so. Me and my wife have been talking about it, and because she's a teacher, she has her office right across this wall. Yeah, and then this is my guest bedroom.
Yeah,
man cave, stream room. So like all my shit's in here.
Or casting.
This is what I brought you here today for.
Yeah, tune in to our OnlyFans after this.
It's yeah. We've obviously, because we've been married. This September will be 4 years.
It really is, man. That's.
But so we
a lot of people cannot say that shit.
Yeah,
especially because you guys been together
since 2013.
So, it's a long ass time.
Well, yeah, and it's weird now thinking about it, but so we met like at the end of 2012 and then like officially started. Yeah, we've been together really kind of since 2012. But, regardless, we talked about kids a little bit. Well, and I say a little bit, a lot. It's just been over the years, and like we have my brother-in-law, her brother. They have a kid. He's our nephew, and he's just crazy. I mean, he's a baby, but he's not even a year old yet. Like 20 something.
God damn.
But he's like, so normal babies are like yay big.
Yeah.
He's like that big.
Well, he's tall too, though.
Yeah. Her brother is like 6'7", and just And then his wife is like 5'10".
Yeah,
so
that's tall for a woman too.
His wife's sister, they have a kid. She's 2, and Luke, my nephew, and I guess his cousin are the exact same height.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
trying to put that little on the basketball court.
Well, I told him, I was like, look, David, you have a D1 athlete right here.
Yes, sir.
I was like, if you don't send this guy to,
whatever camps.
And he's going. I mean, the second he can walk, all right, you're going. You're playing now.
Make me some money.
Man, that's freaking started. Have you played any of Minecraft Dungeons?
I don't play Minecraft at all,
dude. And that's how I was. Like Minecraft Dungeons, they released it like last week, and I started playing it, and it's a dungeon crawler. Like, it's a legitimate dungeon crawler game, just in the Minecraft style.
I don't like Minecraft style. Like, if anything, I like Roblox style. Not like Minecraft.
Dude, that hurts my heart. That hurts.
Dude, Roblox is way funnier than Minecraft, dude.
Well, yeah, because Minecraft is like, it's technically an RPG.
Yeah.
So there is like a story element. Like, it's not just like, if you play the single player Minecraft, it's not just go build shit. It's like there's a legitimate goal to beat the game.
I can't. I tried it for like a couple seconds, and I'm like, yo.
Couple seconds.
I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way I can sit and play this mind-numbing ass shit for hours, bro. Because I can just see people just,
for the longest time, like 4 months went by where I would put on some like lo-fi hip hop, and it would normally be like, I'd get ready for bed, like I was gonna get ready, so I'd take my Ambien to get ready to go to sleep. Well, I would be sitting too long, so I would just be like, fucking Space Cadet, and I'm just playing. I'm just like. And I would end up playing for hours with lo-fi hip. Yeah. That's pretty much how it was. I would just sit there.
You just drooling a little bit.
Yeah. And there's times I was playing and I just fell asleep in my chair. Like, just straight up, just like I'm fucking Charles Xavier. Just. Look like Stephen Hawking.
And I got my helmet on.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh, dude, another super fun game that just came out. Like, I think on the 26th, free on Steam, is Crucible.
I've been meaning to try that.
Dude, it is so good. After the podcast.
Okay.
It's freaking good. And then I've been playing a bunch of GTA. Like, I've been just playing it on a PC. Tarkov just got their most recent wipe. So everybody's playing that again. I pretty much stopped playing World of Warcraft. I really enjoyed playing it, but it's like I have this bad habit of like I'll be playing a game, something else catches my attention.
Yeah, and you just drop
I'm done with you. It's I feel like Andy when he's just like, I don't want you no more. So, but Yeah, there's a bunch, and then I've decided on my streams I'm gonna become like an Overwatch streamer.
Oh yeah.
So I've like pretty much the past 2 or 3 streams just been. Besides when SpaceX launched, I streamed SpaceX launch just because I know some people were having issues finding it to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I just had to go to like.
Oh, I watched it on PBS.
I watched it. I think like. No, it was some off like news.
YouTube. It was like all over YouTube. So I mean that was super cool to watch. And
well, because space exploration finally actually seems like a tangible. Like at first it was just like all right, we sending shit into space. It's just, it's gonna be there, monitoring you.
That's pretty much all it was.
And so now that you see this huge ass rocket fly around Earth, then land that bitch, that's crazy. I'm about
dude, to send
go to space.
The
focus on host Mars.
I think the rocket itself, I want to say the code name was Falcon on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pod that the 2 astronauts,
the Dragon pod,
was Dragon. Yeah. So Dragon went to the ISS, and then Falcon took off and came back down.
Okay.
On a fucking boat, like legitimately landed,
like
not
with nobody in it.
Nobody in it.
Holy shit! Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, nobody was in it.
Holy shit!
The astronauts are still in space right now on like Dragon attached to the ISS.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be up there. I think. Well, they gave the time frame between 1 to 4 months, just depending on certain like things, and then Dragon will come back down. And then I'm actually very interested to see how Dragon lands, because normally it was the pod would come down, and it would normally be like off the coast, probably like Florida or some shit. But it would open up a parachute and it would just land in the water.
Yeah.
And that's normally what happened with the rockets that sent. They would just fall back to Earth and land in the water. But now the fact that motherfucker landed that shit.
Yeah. It's for one, it's way more cost effective. I won't say it's cheaper.
I don't know if you can reuse it at this point, but I would.
That's the thing I'm worried
so.
about. Could you reuse? I don't know. That seemed a little risky to try to reuse that shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the world in every single way is making great accomplishments in leaps forward, and both, technological advances, political advances, and I think it's kind of like the Phoenix, with fire comes life. I think
you rise from the ashes.
Yeah. I think with a little bit of chaos, we're gonna push ourselves kind of into a new era.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. I mean, obviously, like when it comes down to it, I mean, we're just.
Because the thing is, with space exploration, there's gonna be different races. You can't be racist and go to space. I promise.
You can't be racist to the aliens.
There's no room for races in spaces.
That is SpaceX. That's the Space Force slogan. There's no room for races in space. That's the title of the podcast. Space Force slogan. But well, I mean that's kind of slightly over time, but that's all.
That's it. Make sure you love your neighbor, because I promise your neighbor loves you too. your neighbor loves you.
All right. Well, I'm Brandon.
I'm Sean.
And this has been episode 5 of Game-ish Podcast. Till next Monday.